Hi and welcome to Dave Culinary. I'm Punita Dave and today we are going to make a vegetable out of chickpea flour. So when you don't have any other vegetables in the house but you need something to go with your rice and bread, then this veggie comes really handy. It is called gatte ki sabzi or gattanu shak in our language. It's essentially a vegetable made of gattas and that's what we are going to do today. We are going to create lumps of chickpea flour, which are the gattas, and then make a vegetable out of it. So let's get started making our gatta vegetable. So let's start making the gattas first. For that we'll take our chickpea flour, and to that flour we'll add all the dry ingredients. So Carom seeds, chili powder, turmeric powder and salt. We'll mix it all well together. Mix the dry ingredients first, that way they get mixed really well, and then we are going to add our ghee and yogurt. If you don't have ghee, you can use oil, and we'll mix it all well together. We want to make sure it's a really good mix, and then we'll add some water. We'll hardly need 1 to 2 tablespoons of water depending on the dryness of the chickpea flour. We'll then grease our hands with oil and bring the flour together into a lump like this. Now this is ready for making gattas. So we are going to take a cutting board here, grease it with some oil, grease our hands also with some oil, and then we are going to take a little bit of the chickpea flour and roll it up the way I'm doing it right now. The size of the rolls, length does not really matter. You can cut it shorter, but the thickness should be no more than half an inch, because you want them to cook well. So that is about length is about the size of my hand, about 7 to 8 inches. The thickness is less than half an inch, and we have added a little bit of baking soda to this so that they cook up well. Now I have brought a pot of water to boil, and to that I'm going to add my gattas for boiling. So I'm cutting them into half as I put them in. So you're going to see twice as much, and then we are going to cover it up and cook it for about 10 to 15 minutes depending on the water temperature and the gatta. So I looked at them once, they're not done, so I boiled them for a couple of minutes more, and now they are done, and I'll remove them from the water. Now this water we are going to preserve because it has that flavor of gatta in it, so we'll use the same water for gravy. Now let me show you a close-up of the gattas as to how they should look. The gattas are now ready. So you must be waiting for a list of ingredients, and here it is. So we are going to look at the ingredients for gatta first. We'll look for the gravy later. So here I have 1 cup of besan or chickpea flour, a 1/4 teaspoon of carom seeds. If you don't have carom seeds, you can replace it with cumin seeds or not use them at all. A 1/4 teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 teaspoon or little less of turmeric powder, a 1/4 teaspoon or little less of red chilli powder, a pinch of baking soda, 1 to 2 teaspoons of ghee or peanut oil, 2 to 3 teaspoons of water, and about 4 teaspoons of yogurt. So those are the ingredients for the gatta. For the gattas, I use ghee in the gatta veg. It gives a real good flavor, but you can use oil. This is my secret ingredient, the ghee. So I've heated up the pan, added ghee, added some cumin seeds, and then I created a paste of tomatoes, chili and ginger. That's what I've added here for the base of the gravy. And after the tadka, we lower the heat and give the paste a really good stir. And then we add our coriander powder and turmeric powder and let it cook for a few minutes till the ghee starts separating from the tomato paste. We don't add our chili powder and garam masala yet because you want them to retain the color and the flavor. Also, do not add the yogurt yet. We are going to add it towards the end, otherwise the yogurt will break. So we'll let it cook, and we'll wait for the ghee to separate. It could take anywhere between 5 to 10 minutes depending on the heat and how juicy your tomatoes are. So now, as you can see, the ghee has started separating from the tomato paste. At this point, we'll add our yogurt, give it a good stir, mix it well. Once you have added the yogurt, keep stirring because otherwise the yogurt will break. Also, make sure you keep the heat on low. Now we'll let it cook for a couple of minutes, and while that is cooking, we are going to cut our gattas, which have now cooled down. So wait for them to cool down for 5 to 10 minutes, and once they have cooled down, then you cut them into small pieces like these. So while I'm doing that, let me also share the gravy ingredients with you. So we'll take half a teaspoon of cumin seeds, a pinch of asafetida, you can skip that if you don't have it, 1 teaspoon of ginger paste, 1 teaspoon of chili paste. If you don't have the paste, you can take cut ginger and chili the way I've done, and we'll blend it all together with tomatoes eventually. 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1 teaspoon of coriander powder, a quarter teaspoon of red chilli powder. You can change the quantity if you like it more spicy, you can add more. A quarter teaspoon of garam masala, a pinch of chaat masala, this is my secret ingredient, and a quarter teaspoon of black salt, this is my another secret ingredient. 1 teaspoon of fenugreek leaves, dry fenugreek leaves or Kasoori Methi, 1 to 2 tablespoons of finely chopped cilantro, 2 to 3 tablespoons of ghee. If you don't have ghee, you can use oil. 2.5 cups of diced tomatoes, half a cup of whipped yogurt, and 1 cup of water. And this is the water that we saved while making the gattas. That's the water that we are going to use, but these are the ingredients. So let's get started and continue forward with our gravy. So I have been stirring the gravy continuously after adding the yogurt, and now the ghee has again started separating from the gravy. That is an indication that the gravy is cooked. Our gattas are also cut, and here, in order to dilute the gravy, I'm going to add the water that we had saved from the gattas. I took about 1 cup of water, but you add it gradually, you don't add it all at once. Just the right amount to make it of right consistency. So I added the entire cup of water, and now I'll add salt, black salt, red chilli powder, fenugreek leaves, garam masala, a little bit of chaat masala, and then mix it all well together and let this cook for another couple of minutes. It has come to a boil now. At this point, I'll add my cut gattas to it and give it a real good stir. Mix it well. Already looks so delicious. The gattas, because we added a little bit of soda when we are cooking the gattas, they are quite fluffy and they'll absorb all the flavorful gravy into them. You can see how delicious this gravy looks. I'm so ready to eat this. So we cook it for another couple of minutes. The ghee has separated from the gattas. Remember, my secret ingredient is the ghee here, plus the black salt and chaat masala. So don't forget those things to make it special. We are going to take it out in a serving bowl, garnish it with a little bit of cilantro, and then enjoy it. So here comes our cilantro. And cilantro is optional. If you don't have it, you can skip it. If you don't have tomatoes, you can add a little bit of lime juice for sourness and make the gravy with just a water base. So you can do that as well. So this vegetable is made out of chickpea flour, and if you don't have any other vegetable in the house, you can still make this to go with your bread and rice. So do make it, enjoy it, and use our secret ingredients to make it special, and let us know what you think. So that was our Gatta vegetable. As I mentioned, if you don't have any vegetables in your fridge, this comes really handy. So do try it out and let us know what you think. I do have some of my special ingredients that I've added to it, and you know what they are. So do go ahead and make it and let us know what you think. And if you have not already subscribed to our channel, then don't forget to do that. And please do recommend us to your friends and family as well. And I'll see you in our next video. Till then, bye bye.